Sorry. Hello, my lovely wolf pack. I am back with another video. This is the third video I'm filming today because this is all in one day, but they're going to be uploaded different days. But welcome again to another creepy video. Today we're going to be talking about top 5 scary movies that you should totally watch. If you like this video, remember to like and subscribe to my channel, follow me and everything. Links in the description from my last video if you haven't seen it. So yeah, remember to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Roll the intro. Okay, so of course the first movie we're going to talk about is the most horrifying one on this list, Human Centipede. Now, I've seen all three of them, all three of the Human Centipede movies, and they're all equally disgusting. These movies are so nasty, so terrifying, and so disgusting that the only reason you probably watch it is to throw up if you have poison. But these movies are fucking disgusting. I mean, you got people sewn ass to mouth. It's just horrifying. If anyone's ever seen it, they can tell you it makes their stomach turn. It's that bad. In fact, they are so bad that there are several countries that have banned the sale of that movie. If people from those countries want to get it, they have to go to a country where it's legal. And even in the US, there are several states that have banned that movie as well. I think the UK has banned it. I think Canada has banned it. And it's that terrifying. If a movie is being banned, probably for a good reason, because of that. Now, I don't know who thought of these movies or why. I wonder who thought this movie was even a good thing to make. Like, oh, what are you writing there? Oh, just a movie about someone's ass to mouth. Where are you going? That's literally what I imagine would happen. Don't ever watch this movie. I don't think you'll want to see it. Coming up next, obviously, is We Summon Darkness. I've seen this movie tons of times, and it's really good. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard of We Summon Darkness. Probably not. You probably haven't heard of it. But essentially, what it is they got, there's three girls, right? Three. And they're all metalheads, and they want to go to this metalhead concert, and they run into two boys. Well, one of the boys throws a cup, and it splats all over the girl's windshield. They pull over and wash it. Once they washed it, they ran into him again, they apologized, they became friends, then they went over to their house to drink and smoke. They did after a while. They confessed stuff they did. The girls said they drugged people's drinks, and then they all passed out, all the boys. They woke up to two of their friends dying. The dad, on the other hand, is part of the cult. One of the girls changes their minds and becomes good and ends up helping the guys escape. And there you go. Now, what they were doing is they were taking satanic symbols and they were using it to summon a demon, which apparently is the darkness. And in the darkness would give them abilities. However, they know that if they would be killed and put in jail probably. So what they do is they take all these murder sites where they killed people, and they make it look like a satanic cult did it, which technically they are, but they made it seem like some big elaborate cult with a barn and all this shit. And so that's who the cops were looking for. But what they did is they made themselves, contrary to them being metalheads, including their father, what they do is they make themselves look like they're Christian, and they go to a Christian church to cover up their crimes. And I just think it's fucking awesome. If you haven't seen this movie, I very much recommend you check it out. It's awesome. It's such a good movie to watch with friends, or when you have a girlfriend over. I recommend it as well. Coming up next, we have The Slither. I believe it's from the 80s. Yeah, it's from the 80s. Either the 80s or the 90s. I honestly don't remember, but it's not modern. So The Slither follows this guy who turns into some creepy yuck monster, and these little tiny pieces come off of him and slither down your throat, turning you into essentially him, and you go around killing people. My favorite part is when they go into the barn, right, and they're like, oh, what's in here? This huge woman is in there. She's butt naked, and when I say huge, I'm not trying to fat shame women, but this woman looks like she ate 5 water beds. I'm not kidding. She was legit in a barn, looking like she just swallowed a SUV. Yeah. And then she's like, damn, her mouth is covered in blood. I'm pretty sure she had the slithers in her. And she's like, oh, I'm hungry. Can you hand me that dead carcass? And it was dead animals everywhere. And so the cops walk in, and then eventually her flesh rips in half and the slithers go everywhere. Some of the cops die, but 2 of the main characters covered up their mouths. So they were covered in the slithers, but since their mouths were covered up, they survived it. The slithers went away, and some of them survived, and they went after the guy. And as you can see from the photo I've been using, it's really fucking weird. So it's an old movie, but it's still creepy nonetheless. Up next we have one of my favorite movies of all time, Deathgasm. Deathgasm is about this metalhead who has a mom who was on a meth bender and ended up trying to blow a Santa in a crowded mall. She went to jail. He went to live with his cousins and his aunt and his uncle, who were hardcore Christians. Now, he's a hardcore metalhead. You know, he has the death metal and all that shit. And I have some metalhead friends too who enjoy this movie as well. And technically, I'm one too, because I do love different forms of metal, such as death, black, and thrash. But anyways, so he goes and he lives there for a while. He decorates his room how his style is. He plays the music. Obviously his aunt and uncle don't like it. His cousins, bully him and beat him up. After he flirts with this girl who doesn't like the girl doesn't like his cousin because he's rude and a bully, ends up falling in love with him. But then he meets a guy named he meets a different guy, and that his friend ends up having sex with the girl he likes because she doesn't know he likes him, and the other guy tricks her into fucking him. They end up playing music which summons a bunch of demons, and they gotta reverse it before it's too late. And they end up saving the world, and they get together again. The girl and the guy get together. Yet again, it is fucking awesome. It's got sex scenes, blowjob scenes, death, gore, everything. If you haven't seen this movie, watch it. I very recommend it. And the last one we are going to be talking about is Krampus, one of the best Christmas horror movies ever. It takes place. It obviously is. It ain't the U.S. I can tell you that. It's more like the U.K. But the fact is, it takes place in the U.K. and it's in a deep winter season. Everything's covered in snow, and this whole family gets together and they have their dinner and shit. The grandma is like walking, just having fun. They're having family time, right? And so once that happens, the kid starts to be ungrateful, and he burns his wish and his wish list and just throws it out the window. He ends up getting a bell, like a Christmas bell, and he rings it, and guess who comes along? Krampus. He kills his friends, his family. At one point, a fat kid wakes up, and Krampus drops a hook with a living gingerbread cookie. The kid gets it, the kid gets sucked out and killed. Of course, the kid was like, hey. At the end, the kid ran towards Krampus and said, hey, don't kill them, kill me. And he says, no, please, and throws him down and he wakes up. When he wakes up, his whole family's there. He thinks it's a dream, but actually, no. Because Krampus showed him to be respectful during Christmas. He gets a bell again, and his grandma's like, so yeah, there's that. This is a good movie to watch with your family, especially if you have kids who are ungrateful around Christmas. Just show them this and be like, be careful, Krampus might come after you. And there you go. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel, follow me, everything. Links in the description for my last video. Yeah, so hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Thank you for joining our wolf pack. Bye, guys.